What's going on, you guys? Jonathan Baker here. Welcome to the next episode of the vlog series. Well, if you guys haven't seen the previous episode, you may know it's right there. Check that out. You can also go in the link's description, click on the link, and enjoy. So anyway, my brother apologized for the way he acted. And most likely he was getting way too carried away with getting the lightsabers, the new gaming controller, money, and plus the Star Wars DLC maps that go on Star Wars Battlefront. Well, literally, I thought, showing him something really cool would get his attention. Most likely, this lightsaber here, this saber doesn't make any noise, but it's a really good lightsaber, and most likely I think about giving it to him. I mean, if he's interested. If not, then most likely I'll keep it. And evidently, this lightsaber is blazing red. It is also a Sith Lord or a Inquisitor type saber. Now, anyway, it is a good lightsaber, I mean, it needs some pretty much good care, batteries need to be changed, but literally, it's really good. If he's interested in the saber, I will give it to him. And then afterwards, just buy him one of those sound ones. Literally, I could save a little bit of money. Because I know those lightsabers, they're not cheap these days. They are literally a couple $100, the way that they are on Ultra Sabers. And, literally they come from Frenchwood, Texas. That's like right outside of Houston. And literally it takes maybe a couple of days to ship and stuff, Really, I'm not certain how many days it is. I think you have to look up FedEx.com and, you put your tracking number in there and they'll tell you where it is. Anyway, the gaming controller I could get for him. I'm really not sure about those PS4 games for Star Wars Battlefront. Those DLCs such as Bespin, Death Star, Scarif. I'm really not sure if I could get those on there for him. I mean, those add-ons cost money. I mean, the last I heard of it, it was like $19.99 plus your tax along with that. You could end up with $21 to $22 when purchasing the DLC map. And literally, I'm going to have to wait out on that. Just get him the things that he might like. And most likely, I think about giving this saber to him. I mean, if he's interested. I mean, maybe this right here would be a good birthday gift for him. Literally, one of the best sabers that I've actually had was always the blazing red. And most likely, this lightsaber has always been bright. It has always showed what the Sith was like. It always showed what the Inquisitors was like by even looking at the color and the texture of this blade, But literally, the Sith are the bad guys. Most likely, what they do is they create the terrorism in the universe, such as, the Imperials. I mean, after Order 66, the Jedi were accused of treason. They were killed. Even when we saw Anakin Skywalker slaughter so many innocent Jedi, and those included kids, Padawans. And literally, that was one of the saddest parts in the movie, where we actually see the march on the Jedi Temple. Most likely, the Emperor was saying every single Jedi, including your friend Obi-Wan Kenobi, is now an enemy of the Republic. Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate, nor show no mercy. Only then will you be strong enough in the dark side to save Padme. Literally, as a march on the temple went on, the clones turned against their Jedi generals, and they were executed for no reason. Literally, we see the last of the Jedi was Obi-Wan Kenobi and Master Yoda at the end of episode 3. And knowing that Obi-Wan had no choice but to face Darth Vader. And literally, Obi-Wan won by chopping off 2 of Anakin's legs and plus 1 of his arms. But the arm he lost during the battle with Count Dooku, he actually had his mechanic hand. And literally afterwards, he had robotic legs, and most likely he was placed in the Darth Vader suit. And most likely, guys, we see Padme die at the end. And most likely Luke and Leia was born. And, well, the thing that happened was Obi-Wan literally had to split up Luke and Leia. Obi-Wan was afraid that the Sith could sense the presence of both of them. And Master Yoda thought it was a good idea to separate both of them. While then, Bail Organa and his wife adopted Leia on Alderaan. And, well, after that, Obi-Wan took Luke to Tatooine and gave him to these 2 farmers. And most likely he grew up there as a farm boy. And most likely, you guys have seen episode 4 where he knew about his father. Literally, this is where this lightsaber comes in, where Ben Kenobi actually shows the lightsaber of his father, Anakin Skywalker, and literally he ignites the blade. As you guys may know, you don't see this type of color in the blade when he first turned it on. Literally, it was a light blue. And, I like this lightsaber too. It's really good. The color and the texture of it, the sound, and the electricity that flows from the crystal itself. And most likely it's got a good grip and everything else. Now, literally, I haven't read Heirs of the Force, and most likely it's been a long time. But I think in the next couple of days, you guys will know what's going to be going on in the third chapter of this story. Well, you guys know that in this book we know the rebel base on Yavin 4. Basically, Luke Skywalker made his own Jedi training academy where new Jedi could come and learn the ways of the Force. And most likely this was 20 years after the destruction of the first Death Star. And literally, Luke Skywalker was the one that fired into the exhaust port, causing the whole thing to explode. And literally the rebellion won. And shoot, Han and Luke, they were both the heroes. Like, shoot, I still remember those movies, they're really good. From episode 4, which was the first movie that ever released, 5 and 6 included, and then it was 1, 2, and 3, but they did it like different order, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, and now we see the start of episode 7. 30 years after the fall of the Galactic Empire, we see the First Order rise from the ashes of the Empire. Most likely we see the character Kylo Ren. And most likely, they were after Skywalker. They wanted to know where he was. This is why there was a map. And he wanted it. And literally the Resistance, found out where Luke was. Now, I know we're only 6 months away from The Last Jedi. And most likely to the vlog series premiere of it. And literally, I think Duncan will be here. I'm pretty sure that him and Benny and me and everybody that goes, it's going to be awesome. Literally, I know I kind of talk too much, but hey, why not? I mean, it's a good conversation. I enjoy talking to you guys. Every single one of you guys. I mean, including my brother. And he likes to hear me talk a lot. And he literally just sits on his iPad all day, just hearing me talk. And that's a good thing. Because one thing, I'm giving advice. And the other thing is, I'm telling him, don't be rushy. Take one thing at a time. Because those 5 things, I know it's kind of fun to get out of that mood and stuff, but to get over carried away, it's kind of awkward, because, well, literally, you just get carried away for no reason, because it's like a little kid in a candy store. They see candy, they'll go for it. Literally, they'll be like, Mommy, look what I see. And the mom's like, yes, darling, I know. There's candy on the shelf. And they get so carried away. He's like, Mommy, can I buy some candy? And probably the mother would actually say yes or no. It just depends. But anyway, guys, we're nearly to the end of May. And most likely, guys, we are not far away from the 1-year anniversary of the vlog series. And most likely, we hope you guys tune in. We hope everybody subscribes to the channel. Hey, you know what? I will be checking out new YouTube channels and make sure I'm returning the favor by commenting, subscribing, and all kinds of cool things. Anyway, I know I've been on here for 15 whole minutes just talking my head off about Star Wars and all kinds of cool things. But literally, if my brother is interested in this red lightsaber here, and this is a Ultra Saber, and most likely it is a lightsaber. It runs pretty good. This is a stunt saber with no sound whatsoever, and I could give it to him if he wants it. I mean, it's pretty cool. I could order me another one, but I'm going to give him this one because literally I know how much he likes these lightsabers. I like them too. They're pretty cool. And most likely, there's another lightsaber that I'm going to show you guys. I mean, you guys saw it yesterday on the vlog series. And this is one of my favorite lightsabers too. The green lightsaber. And I like blue too, because literally, it's good. It runs pretty good. It makes some pretty good noises. And you guys can actually see how bright it is. By the color of the blade, it's brighter. And most likely, it's really good. It runs good. Now I'm going to do a little test here. I'm going to ignite my blue saber. And most likely, shoot. I look like General Grievous. But, without another 2 lightsabers. And literally, these 2 blades, they run pretty good. And, well, literally, go ahead and shut off the green one. Show you guys the blue one. And most likely, it runs pretty good. I mean, I like the Skywalker saber because it's one of my favorite lightsabers that I've actually like about it. And yeah, I told you guys a lot about it. And most likely, I know getting carried away is fun and all, but one thing at a time that I have to do. And literally, that's to, do one thing at a time, Because literally, a person like me does not like to get rushed. And I don't know why I'm like this. It's because 5 things all at once can cause a distraction. And I know he might be laughing at me right now, saying, oh, no they don't. 5 things? I mean, you can remember 2 Ultra Saber lightsabers, blazing red, 1 video game controller for the PS4. I don't know why, but he asked for money and stuff. And most likely the Star Wars Battlefront DLC maps that go on that game. And literally, I don't know why, but that's a lot of money. Golly. It's like Christmas and his birthday just comes right in and literally just took over. It's like it's early Christmas this year. And most likely, I haven't even started Christmas shopping yet. I mean, I still got, we're in the half of the year of 2017 already. And most likely, it is funny. And really it is. I mean, I can't ignore how funny these things tend to be sometimes. But you know what? We have went through a whole year already. Well, almost anyways. And literally, I hope my brother is interested in this red blade right here. I'm going to show it to y'all one more time. This is basically a stunt saber. Now literally, this is a heavy grade blade. It will not break, but if he's interested, I will give him this lightsaber, and most likely all I have to do is to buy him one, and most likely we'll be good from there. Alright guys, I know you're tired of hearing me, so I'm going to go ahead and get this video uploaded. Maybe he'll see it tonight. Bet he would. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Check out the new channel art that I've got up. And most likely, we will be back tomorrow. Even though it might be one upload. Because literally, I have go in at 12:30 to close. And literally, tomorrow will be a good day. I mean, everything is behind me now. I'm not upset with my brother anymore. And literally, I want all of this to be past me already. So anyway, we hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you in the next one. Everybody, have a good night. Be safe, make wise choices, and keep it rocking. See y'all later.